Is everyone able to hear me well? Is my voice perfectly audible? Okay, okay. No. Okay, fine. Khadija, Rajiv, Sandeep, Prabha, Kelvin and Nixon. Okay, so Nixon, how are you? Okay. Is it clear? Hi, Dilshan. So you have to write one very short paragraph on this topic, which is change is vital, yet we resist. Fine? Is it fine, everyone? So just write it down and then we are going to proceed with the next one. Yeah, please. I hope this topic is clear to everyone. No? Okay, let me explain it to you. See, change is vital. See, change is very necessary, right? Change is a part of life and we can, but we resist change, right? Because, you know, when we start doing something, okay, and when it becomes a habit, we don't want to come out of it. But still, you know, change is required from progress point of view, okay? And, you know, change is there. You see, our personality changes, right? Our likes and dislikes changes over a period of time, right? We don't stay the same, right? So change is required, but since if something becomes our habit, we don't want to leave that thing, right? So that is the topic. I hope it is clear to you now. Is it clear now? Okay. How about you, Dilshan? Dilshan and others, whoever was not able to understand it before. Okay. Yeah, so just write it down and then we are going to proceed ahead. Yeah. No, what is your question? I'm not getting you. Dilshan, what is your question? Dilshan, what is your question? Are you not able to understand the topic? Please let me know in the chat box. I don't know why. See, the topic is change is vital, yet we resist. This is the topic. You have to write on that. Okay? I don't know what you are able to see on the board, but this is the topic in real. Okay? That is the exact topic. Fine, Dilshan? Okay, so just write it down. Please write it down. I hope this is clear to everyone. You have to write one short paragraph on the topic which is there on the board. Please write it down. I'm going to stay quiet for a few minutes so that you can write it down. I don't want to disturb you. Please concentrate. Okay. And after this, we are going to do certain case studies on HR. Okay? Several case studies on HR. Ashwin, Sheikh Mohammed and Mohammed Rajai, do you know what you have to do now? As you have joined late? See, you have to write one short paragraph on the topic which is there on the board. The topic is, let me, repeat the topic for you. Change is vital, yet we resist. You have to write one short paragraph on this. Fine? Okay, Rajiv has already written that down. So let me read what Rajiv has written. And also I would request you people to, read what your fellow, classmates have written. Okay? You can learn from others. It's not like only the teacher has something to teach you. You can also learn from other people. Okay? So just read what your fellow, classmates have written. Okay? And for everything. The only one thing is change. Very good, Rajiv. Very nice. Now, Prabha. Okay. Very good, Prabhavati. Nice, Khadija. There are certain spelling mistakes though. I guess that is a typing error. No, it's okay. No need to say sorry. My motive behind telling you that is you don't repeat it. That's it. No need to say sorry. No need to make you. I'm not saying that to make you feel guilty or something. Okay? See, if the society or something is not changing, that doesn't mean it's advancing, right? Or it's moving in positive direction. Change is the sign of, we can say positivity, right? And first of all, we resist change, then we adjust to it, because we don't have any options, and then we resist the next change, upcoming change, right? This is how cycle goes on and on, right? I will resist change, then I will start doing it because I don't have any other options. Okay, that will become a habit, and then again when I will be asked to like accept some change, again I will resist, right? And again I will accept it, then it will become a habit. This is how cycle goes on and on, right? Do you agree with me? This is my personal point of view. This is what we do, Yeah, fine, great. So you just have 4 more minutes. Just finish it. This is for those who haven't finished it yet, and then we will do the case study. Okay. So I'm going to upload it on the board. Just excuse me for 1 minute. I'll just go to the washroom and we'll come again. Okay. So just excuse me for 2 minutes. Fine. Great. Nixon. Let me see what Nixon has written. Yeah, good. Very good, Sandeep and Nixon. Now you can read what your fellow classmates have written, and then we're going to switch over to the case study. It's a request. Please scroll down the chat box or scroll it up, okay, and read what your fellow classmates have written. Okay. Fine, everyone. So just read what your fellow classmates have written. Okay, let's proceed ahead. Are you able to see the board properly? Everyone out there? Are you able to see the board properly? No? Okay. Are fonts very small, Rajiv? What is the issue you are facing? Fonts are very small? Okay, small font. Let me make it a bit bigger. How about now? Okay. Is everyone able to see the board properly? Okay, great. Let's start. So the title for this case study is Ethics and Social Responsibility Case. Okay, a new concern for human resource managers, whistleblowing. Now, each year Time dedicates, you must be aware of Time magazine, right? A front cover of its magazine to the person of the year. So the person who is chosen as person of the year, his or her, picture will be there in the front cover of the magazine, right? Last year, for example, New York City Mayor Rudolph Giuliani was given such an honor for his handling of New York's 1911 terrorist crisis. Okay, this year Time expanded its version of the person of the year. It dedicated its cover to the person of the year. The magazine identified 3 women working in unrelated fields who had at least one common characteristic. They were all whistleblowers. What is the meaning of this whistleblower thing? What is this whistleblower thing in context to this case study? What is a whistleblower? See, if something irrelevant is being done in an organization, see, those people who raise a voice against an illegal activity occurring in an organization, that they will be a whistleblower. Okay? Right? Alarming, eye opener. Yeah. Can you give me an example of a whistleblower? Someone who is very famous for this, who might have exposed someone? Monica Lewinsky. She was a whistleblower, right? Right? Monica Bedi, you must be knowing her, that actress. She was actually the wife of that terrorist, Abu Salim. But she actually, because of her only, you know, he's in the grip of police, right? Who else? Yeah. Who else? Can you give me an example of a whistleblower? Someone who is very famous because of being a whistleblower. Please think of an example and write it down in the chat box. You cannot think of any example? Okay, you are saying Google founder. How, Nixon? How? What he has done? Yeah. Okay. Now, the term whistleblower is defined by the 3rd edition of the American Heritage. And Arvind Kejriwal, he, pretends to be a whistleblower. I don't know whether he is or not. I cannot pass any judgment on him because I don't know about him much. But he pretends that he is a whistleblower, and that is how he's trying to, gain his foot in politics, right? This is how he's trying to extract votes from the people because he thinks he is a whistleblower, right? What he has disclosed is a secret or not, that he knows the best, but he pretends that he is a whistleblower, right? Yeah. The term whistleblower is defined by the 3rd edition of the American Heritage College Dictionary as one who brings wrongdoing within an organization to light, right? The etymology of the term whistleblower is quite interesting and can be attributed to several sources. The police uses whistles in early times. Police used to use whistles in early times as a communication signal, and trains used their whistles to communicate warning signals, right? Today, the term whistleblower has a mixed meaning. It can have a negative connotation in certain sectors, with whistleblowers being called among the other words like traitor, turncoat, and rat, or it can have positive connotation, with whistleblower being called the heroes, right? So is the term whistleblower used negatively or positively in context to this case study? Negatively or positively? Please put down your views in the chat box. The term whistleblower. No. Yeah, correct, Rajiv. I'm asking, the term whistleblower is being used positively or negatively in context to this case study. Please write it down in the chat box. Negative or positive? If you are saying positive, why? You have to give reasons for it. Come on, give reasons for it. Because let me tell you the reason. Because they have chosen 3 women from different diverse fields, okay, as a Time Persons of the Year, as whistleblowers. They might have, positive, correct. The 3 women profiled as Time Persons of the Year fall into that latter category. They did the right thing by informing their respective bosses of wrongdoing such as mismanagement, law breaking, and fraud. Yeah, in essence, these brave women refuse to keep their eyes and mouth closed. So, in front of many of us, wrongdoings, if you are not raising a voice against something wrong, you are accepting it, you are being the part of it, you are supporting it, right? Persons of the Year. Collins Rowley, FBI, Sharon Watkins, Enron, and Cynthia Copper, WorldCom. Okay, 3 career women all worked for a very high profile organization and all were whistleblowers. Rowley, an FBI staff attorney, after keeping quiet about the agency's failure to take seriously a situation regarding French Moroccan Darius Moussaoui, the so-called 19 terrorists involved in the destruction of World Trade Center in New York, drafted a memo about the situation and gave copies to FBI Director Robert and 2 members of the Senate Intelligence Committee. Fine. So what this lady did, Rowley? Okay, so she has raised a voice against a terrorist who was involved in the destruction of World Trade Center. Okay. Now, Cooper, a WorldCom vice president, informed the board of WorldCom about inflated profit of nearly $4 billion through its accounting practices. And finally, Watkins, an Enron vice president, informed Enron chairman Kenneth Lay about improper accounting methods used by the company. Fine. What these women are famous for, why they got published in the cover of this Times magazine. Is it clear? Like all whistleblowers, these 3 women placed themselves in a very precarious positions with regard to physical and emotional health, privacy, and especially employment. Since these women were the main financial supporters of their household, 2 of them had stay-at-home husbands. Okay. So out of the 3 women, they were earning for the family, so they had stay-at-home husbands. Okay. Rowley, who had spent nearly 23 years at the FBI and was some 2 years away from retirement, was subjected to verbal backlashes and criticism from co-workers. Okay. Some of her colleagues compared her to recently convicted FBI agent and spy Robert Hansen. So see, if you are a whistleblower, it's not like people will appreciate it. Sometimes, your fellow colleagues will criticize you for that. Fallout from victim's letter to Enron's chairman Lay eventually led her to resign from her $1,65,000 job last November. As a result of Cooper's revelation, nearly 200,000 WorldCom employees lost their jobs and shareholders lost around $3 billion. Okay. Whistleblowing has resulted in terrible and even fatal endings. Okay. 2 examples. In 1976, Karen Silkwood, a chemical technician at Carnegie Plutonium Fuse production plant in Crescent, Oklahoma, paid with her life. She died mysteriously in one-car automobile crash after bringing to light problems about falsifying quality. So see, if you are a whistleblower in some organization, and if high-profile people are involved in that. Hello, is my voice okay? See, if high-profile people are involved in some kind of scandal, and if you are trying to, bring it to light, then there are chances that they might kill you. Okay. And you remember Hansi Cronje? He was the captain of South Africa. No, I don't remember the team. He was the captain of South Africa only, right? So he has revealed some information about fixing. So he was being killed, right? Yeah, he was the captain. So because people think that he has died because of plane crash, but I think even Diana, Princess Diana, correct. So if you are likely to leak the secret of some high profile people, then you put your life at stake, right? Life and career and everything on stake, right? On nuclear fuel rods. More recently, in 1995, Dr. Jeffrey Wiegand, Vice President of Research and Development at Brown and Williams Tobacco Corporation, revealed what most people thought that they already knew. There is a causal relationship between tobacco and cancer. Okay, and tobacco is addictive. The company fired him summarily. However, he was being publicly vindicated when his story was aired on CBS, 60 Minutes on February 4, 1996. What is this vindicated? What is this vindicated? What does that mean? Vindicated. What is the meaning of that word? Vindication or vindicated. What is that? Justified. Justified. For selfhood, Wigan and others who willingly tell on the bosses it still means career suicide with no applause, right? So if you're working in an organization and if you are leaking out the secrets, some irrelevant activity, you are likely to lose job. That would be a career suicide, right? As recently as August 2002, a survey conducted by the National Whistleblowing Center in Washington, D.C. found that 200 employees were fired after reporting misconduct. So it's not like you will get publicity by being a whistleblower all the time. It's not like this. Most of the times you are being fired or you may even lose your life, right? While others whistleblowers were blackballed in their industry, unable to find any work in that sector. Blackballed means what? Blacklisted, right? Yeah. So that is like a kind of career suicide. Experts, that's why, most of the people, they stay mum. If they see anything irrelevant in an organization, they stay mum because they are likely to lose jobs. They may even lose life. So, because high profile people are involved in that. So they prefer to stay mum rather than raising voice against it. Experts have offered 4 simple questions for anyone thinking about whistleblowing. First, the whistleblower should ask the question, is this the only way? Second, do I have the goods? Third, why am I doing this? And finally, am I ready for the consequences? Okay. Just recently, the federal government has gone to some lengths to protect whistleblowers with the enactment of Sarbanes-Oxley Act 2002. This act provides whistleblowers with legal protection. Now you can read it on your own and then I'll tell you what are questions you have to answer based on this case study. So first of all, you can read it from each till heroes, okay, to get the better understanding of this case study, because I might be reading it a bit fast. Okay, so take your time and read it properly. Is it clear, everyone? Joe, Khadija, Rajiv, Dilshan, Sandeep, Kelvin, Nixon, Sheikh, Mohammed, Ashwin, Surjit and Prabhavati. So just read it please. And Joe. So I'll keep myself quiet till the time you people are reading, and once you're done, just write done in the chat box. Is everyone done? Okay, let me scroll it down. Now you have to read from the till husband. Okay? So please read. I'll keep myself quiet. Are you done? Joe, Khadija, Rajiv, Dilshan, Sandeep, Kelvin, Nixon, Sheikh, Ashwin, Surjeet, and Prabha. Are you done? Should I scroll it down? Okay, now you have to read from here, Rowley till wait, till people. Okay, so please read it. And tomorrow as well, we are going to cover the same thing, HR. Okay, the same subject. Fine, everyone? No. Okay, done? Fine, great. Okay. From here till legal protection. Okay. And then we are going to do the question. Yeah, please. Once you are done, just let me know. I'll take you to the questions. Is everyone done? Should I put the questions on the board? Okay. Wait, my mouse is got stuck. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to put the questions on the board. 4 questions are there. This is the first question. To what degree can human resource managers aid whistleblowers? Okay. Is there a better term for whistleblower? You have to think of, like, I will, if someone asks me to frame another term for this whistleblower, I will say pioneers for truth, right? You can think of something else as per your understanding of this term whistleblower. Okay. Should all whistleblowers be treated as heroes? Yes or no? If yes, why? If no, why? This is the third question. And the last but not the least. Okay. Should whistleblowers be compensated for telling on their bosses and firms? Yes or no? If yes, why? If no, why? Is it clear? You have to answer these four questions based on the case study which we have done, recently. Is it clear, everyone? Alright. Just start answering these questions, please. And then we're going to switch over to the next case study. And see, you have to provide the reason. And I'm not going to accept one-liners. You should answer them, it should not be in the form of story, but it should not be a one-liner either. Okay? So go ahead and answer these questions. Yeah, once you're done, just let me know. You will have to wait for a while, let others finish it, and then we are going to switch over to the next one. So you'll have to wait for some time. Let others finish it. Okay? We are still writing the answers. I hope you don't mind it. You won't mind it, right? Just wait for a while. Okay, thank you. But the spelling of secret, is it correct? Typing error, I guess. Have E at last, in the last. Okay? When it comes to secret, spelling is this, I guess. Secret, that is secret. The spelling of secret. Not secret, secret. Fine, Nixon. It should be this. Okay. Thank you. continue with your answers. Fine, Raju. And how about the fourth question, Raju? Okay, okay. Is everyone done with the same? Shall we proceed ahead with the next case study? Okay. Okay, before we move ahead with the next case study, let me share the answers with you. To what degree can human resource manager aid whistleblowers? The answer is human resource managers play a vital role in aiding prospective whistleblowers. Okay, they can advise advise them of the possible consequences of whistleblowing. But more importantly, they can inform them of the laws protecting whistleblowers, right? They can serve as a buffer between the whistleblower and management, and they can protect them from possible retaliation and harassment from other employees. Clear? So this is how, if you are thinking of doing whistleblowing, this is how human resource department can help you. Fine. Should whistleblowers be compensated for telling on their bosses and firms? It might be necessary to compensate whistleblowers for telling on their bosses and firms for a number of reasons. First, despite recent laws protecting them, whistleblowers often get blackballed, right, and are unable to find employment in their field. So that's why they should be compensated. By speaking their, by following their inner soul, they may suffer undue hardships, okay. Second, if employees know that they may be financially rewarded for their actions, they may be more willing to speak out when wrongdoing occurs within an organization, right? So this is for the sake of, they being blackballed. Most of the times they are being blackballed or they lose their life, okay? So that's why they should be compensated, and compensation is motivating, right? So as we have studied in the chapter motivation, so if we are being awarded for something, okay, then we are likely to do it more, right? Human nature, right? Is there a better term for whistleblower? Although the term whistleblower has meaning etymology as described in the case narrative, it does conjure up a negative image. All whistleblowers are turncoats. Perhaps by developing a more positive euphemism, Whistleblowers will be seen more positively, pioneers for truth. So this is used in both aspects, positive and negative, both contexts, positive and negative. Okay. Should all whistleblowers be treated as heroes? The answer should be resounding yes, but the jury may be out of this one. It may be the function of time before we know the real effects of whistleblowing on an industry or sector. Moreover, some students may disagree and state that whistleblowers are not heroes because of the fallout they may accompany a whistleblowing situation. But the action taken by the whistleblowers will undoubtedly change the ways in which companies operate. Fine? Is it clear? Is this much clear to everyone? Any questions? See, the new case study is a bit long, so I won't start up with it because we just have few minutes left for the class to get over. Okay, so rather than doing that, let's do something else. Okay, the next case study we are going to cover on Monday. Tomorrow we will continue with the chapter which we were doing. Okay, now, so see, we were talking about recruitment process. Most probably they try to find out candidates within the organization, okay, who are willing to accept more responsibilities for more pay, or who are willing to switch over from one department to another. But if they are not able to get that, they'll have to find out candidates from external sources, right? So how do they, what are the strategies they adapt to get candidates from outside? They will publish an advertisement in newspaper, employment agencies, that is private, public or temporary agencies, executive recruiters, sometimes called headhunters, unions, employer referrals. Employer referral program is there, right? If you are referring someone who is suitable for the position, then you will get, you'll be paid for the same, right? Internship programs, internet employment sites, but they're more to recruiting than just attracting employees. Okay, so they don't want to attract people, they want to recruit them. Managers need to be able to weed out the top candidates. Weed out means they'll get lakhs and lakhs of like applications, but they have to weed out the top candidates. Once a manager has pool of applicants, the selection process can begin. Clear? Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Now, let me give you the snapshot of what we are going to cover tomorrow. Today we have covered few things under the chapter determining human resource needs. What all things we have covered? We have covered selecting the best person for the job, and tomorrow we are going to cover orientation and training programs, evaluating employees' performance, making employment decisions, staffing as a management function, and compensating employees. These things we are going to study tomorrow. Okay, any questions? Any doubts for me? See, if you have, if you have any doubts, okay, or if you're facing any issues, if you have any queries for me, if you hold any grudges for me, if you want me to cover something specific in class, you can ask me now, okay? If you want me to update myself on some confront, okay, okay, you can just ask me. Okay, fine. So thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Please be there so that you can take the advantage of live class, because in live classes you can even ask questions, right? Yeah, and don't forget to fill the feedback form. Okay? Yeah, thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Thank you. Bye.